Hey everyone, just thought I'd do a quick tutorial on how to make split lines that are rectangles instead of just lines for the purpose of simulation because so many people had problems with this in the homework. So I'm just going to open up my assembly of my suspension bridge from my last tutorial. And you'll notice on the base of my bridge I do have these lines here that split my bridge, and in my assembly and in my actual motion study here, you can ignore these springs. That was for the purpose of uh, demonstrating spring connectors, but all we're concerned with here is actually these lines in the middle, and these show our fixtures. So if I click on my fixed geometry, you see it highlights those two bands down there, and if I click on my external loads, see it actually highlights um, the top there. And so when you guys were doing your simulations, a lot of you were actually applying your loads and your fixed geometry to just lines. And that is, in my impression, is that is much more computationally intense and requires a lot more memory because there's more degrees of freedom associated with a line than a face. So the way to fix that is to actually just make um, a rectangular split line in your on your loaded piece. So I'm going to open up this bridge base piece, and you can see this, I've just got these 4 lines on here, and it's very simple to do. If you notice over here in my feature window here, feature command tree, I've got 2 split line features. Each one has a single sketch. So I'm just going to open up that sketch, and very basic 4 rectangles, and instead of having one large rectangle with just the 2 edges becoming the split lines, I'm having each one of these rectangles become a split line, and uh, I've just defined them to be where I want them to be for the simulation. I exit sketch, I create my split line feature, which is just clicking the sketch that you want and the face that you want, hit OK, and voila, I have my split lines. Now if I go back to my assembly and we look at this study, this simulation, say I want to add a load, you can already see the loads on there, but I can now, instead of just clicking this line, which SOLIDWORKS for some reason puts the arrows going in the direction of that line, which might be why some people had some problems, I can click on this little band here and get the arrows to go normal to that face. And that is where we want to apply the force normal to that face. You'll notice I already have them on these 2 faces where the load is being applied to my bridge. So if you had trouble with problem 1 on assignment 7, try doing that, redefining the load and fixture areas as thin faces, thin rectangular faces using split lines, rather than just a infinitesimally small line, and see if that will fix your simulation. Great. Good luck.